Hi there, I'm Kate McCombs.
And I'm Louise Bourchier.
And together we are Team Sex Ed.
Woohoo! Today we're here at the New York City Library and Bryant Park. And the question we're answering today is, I'm in a lovely long-term relationship, things are going great, but the sex has gotten a little boring.
We get this question quite a lot in our workshops, so we've got 3 suggestions for you today that will hopefully make this an easier thing to navigate. Our first strategy is to make communication a priority, and by that we mean make it a priority to articulate your needs and desires to your partner. So one of the things we hear quite often is that one partner wants the other partner to do something sexually, but they don't know how to make that request. So in order to make that request a bit easier to hear, a suggestion that we have is to start with something that your partner is already doing that you're enjoying, but maybe you'd like more of. So if you say that you're wanting more of this thing they're already doing really well, it can bolster their confidence and make it a little bit easier to hear the new request that might be slightly harder for them to hear and slightly harder for you to communicate.
For example, if you really like being, let's say, kissed on the neck, you could say, hey, I really like being kissed on the neck. I'd love it if you could do more of that while we're having sex. Our second piece of advice is to take responsibility for inspiring each other to bring the sexy back into your relationship. So instead of waiting for it to happen, take some positive action. Send a sexy text, maybe read a bit of erotica, I don't know, maybe buy some sexy lingerie if that would be fun for you and your partner. Take some positive steps to really bring it back into your relationship.
Our third suggestion is to make a regular date with your partner to schedule a sex lab. So essentially a sex lab is just a dedicated time and space to experimenting with something new sexually. Making a regular date with your partner to do a sex lab can be a way of making it a priority to incorporate new things into your sex life periodically. So often people have a bit of resistance to the idea of scheduling sex, but I respond with, think about scheduling sex the way you schedule a vacation. It doesn't ruin the enjoyment of a vacation just because it's on your calendar. And also, just because you schedule sex sometimes doesn't mean that all of your sex needs to be scheduled. If you're interested in learning more about how to do a sex lab, I have a downloadable PDF on my website on katemccombs.com.
So those are our 3 tips on how to bring the spark back into your long-term relationship. Gertrude Stein here reckons there's some pretty good tips, don't you, Gertrude?
Thanks so much for watching us, and we'll see you next time. If you liked us, please subscribe in the link below.